y'all. I'm Darlicia, and welcome to Darlicia's Kitchen. Let's start cooking. Alright, y'all, I'm starting off shredding my chicken breast. And the way I prepared this chicken breast is I boiled it in generously seasoned water. I seasoned the water with salt and pepper only. And chicken can take a good deal of salt, so I like I said, I seasoned it generously with the salt and pepper. And right now I am shredding it. I did save the boiled water and made a chicken broth. I love making my own chicken broth. I just poured it in some storage Ziploc bags and packed them in the freezer for another day. And just to let you know how I boiled my chicken, I just brought the seasoned water to a boil. I made sure I washed the chicken breast, and then I put it into the boiled water and I let it boil. I had the water turned up high first, and then once the chicken was placed into the water, I brought the temperature down to about medium heat or medium low heat, and I let the chicken breast boil until it was done. And then after this chicken is completely shredded, I put it to the side until it's time to place it into the chowder. Okay, so here I have garlic, red pepper, onion, and potatoes chopped. I used 4 cloves of garlic, an entire red pepper, and an entire onion. And now I am getting ready to chop up 1 jalapeno. And I'm going to show you here how I am going to take the seeds out, because I didn't want this chowder to be spicy, but I did want the jalapenos in the chowder. So all I'm doing is cutting it in half the long way, and then I'm going to take the small knife and I'm just going to remove the little membranes. So I just take it around and then under the little membrane part, as y'all can see me doing here. Okay, and then I just take the knife all the way around and cut out that entire part. And then once that part is disconnected from the jalapeno, the part of the jalapeno that I want, then I just discard that part, and then I rinse the jalapeno to get the rest of the seeds out. And then I just do the other half the same way. So here I have melted 4 tablespoons of butter at medium heat, and I am getting ready to put in the bell pepper, onion, and jalapeno. And I am going to cook them at the medium temperature until they're tender. Okay, so now those veggies are tender, and now I can add in my chopped garlic. And y'all, this smells so good while cooking. And now I'm adding in a 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, and then you want to stir and mix that in really well. So here I'm pouring in 6 cups of chicken broth. Now I could have used the chicken broth that I made from my boiled chicken breast, but I decided to put that in the freezer because I had some chicken broth already in my pantry. So I just decided to use the chicken broth that I had in the pantry. But if you do want to use the chicken broth that you made when you boil your chicken breast, that's good too. Alright, and then here you see that you just want to make sure you stir this and mix it well. Alright, so when you have mixed that up well, crank up the heat so you can bring it to a boil and add in 2 bay leaves and then stir those in too. So after you stir in the bay leaves, go ahead and pour in those potatoes. And remember, the potatoes are peeled and chopped, and it's 2 large potatoes. Throw those in and stir them up in there really well. And then you're going to start to see it boil after a while. Once it starts boiling, you want to make sure you bring your heat down to medium-low heat. You want to also make sure you season to taste with salt and pepper. And make sure you taste it to make sure that you're putting the amount of salt and pepper you like. And then you're going to stir that in really well. And once it starts to boil, go ahead and cover and bring that heat down to a medium-low heat. Okay, so while it's boiling, you want to make sure you stir it frequently. Always check on it and stir it frequently because sometimes those potatoes can tend to stick to the bottom. So make sure you uncover and stir a couple of times. Alright, so after this has boiled a couple of minutes, I went ahead and pouring in about a tablespoon of sugar. And I like to add sugar because it just adds a little bit to the flavor. Then go ahead and cover it back up and let it boil until those potatoes are tender. Always remember to uncover and stir frequently to make sure those potatoes don't stick to the bottom. Remember the shredded chicken? So now that the potatoes are a little tender, you want to go ahead and put that chicken in and stir it into the soup really well. You're going to add in a 16-ounce bag of frozen corn. Now this corn is cold, so it's going to bring the temperature down a little bit. So you might want to turn the temperature back up once you've mixed in the chicken and corn to be sure that it goes back to a boil. All right, and so now you want to pour in a cup and a half of half and half. And then stir all of that up together. Remember, raise that temperature so you can bring it back to a boil. And make sure you stir this in really well. Look at that, y'all. That looks good, right? Yeah. All right, keep stirring and mix that in really well. while this is cooking, make sure you stir frequently so it does not stick to the bottom. Always uncover and stir so that it does not stick to the bottom. And while this is simmering, I'm going to go ahead and cook 8 slices of bacon, and I am going to chop up that cooked bacon for a garnish. So I chopped up my cooked bacon, and I also chopped up some green onions for my garnish. Okay, so now that my chowder has simmered for about 10 or 15 minutes, it is ready to serve. Go ahead and pour that good old chowder in a big old bowl. Then here I'm adding mozzarella cheese, and then I'm going to add some cheddar cheese, and then the bacon and green onions, and it is ready to be served. Try this recipe and tell me what you think in the comment section.